Good evening. It's a strange one, isn't it? What is it? Thursday. Definitely Thursday tonight. I just seen something. Just had a walk around, just checking everything. And I saw something and thought, I wonder. And I'll let you see what I'm on about. Can you see over there? Hi guys, good evening. How are you? This is a quick, just a quick video because I've just seen something. Can you see that there? On my way around tonight, as I was walking round, I noticed somebody was out. Good evening, Tina. I brought something just in case. So let's go and have a look. Can you see what I'm looking at? One of the tortoises decided not to go in. That usually means one thing. And as we start looking, these are African spur-pied. Hi, Patricia. African spur-pied, that's one of the females. And this is going to, I can see what she's doing, I'm positive. Look, she's got eggs and she's trying to cover them. So we can't let her cover them, it's too cold here. So can you see, she's laying her eggs, look. This is quite amazing. Hi Wendy, hi Ruth. Right, she's covering them. Give me 1 second. Let me just, we can't allow her to cover them because if any of them are fertile, they won't be fertile for very long in this weather. So let me just, I have to move her out of the way. And then just in time, let's see, nearly lost your all then. I have to now collect these eggs before she covers them, being very careful. She was on her way, look, she had nearly got them all covered. I was just in time. So these are tortoise eggs, these are African spur-pied. They've just changed the name, believe it or not. Let me just show you, I don't know how many there are, I have no idea. Hi Louisa, there's an egg, look how round they are. So this is an actual real find for us, it's not something you come across often. We've got quite a lot obviously, so the chance of it happening. They do take quite a long time. Our expert Andy will explain to you. Any idea how many there's going to be? Right, we've got 5 there. We've got them there. Does anybody want to start guessing? So we've got a tortoise laying eggs, and I've had to just nip in and stop her from covering them, because if she covers them, the temperature here is just way too cold. And then I'll pass them on to Andy and Ben, our experts, who will see if there is any fertility there. And if there is, being very careful as I'm talking to you guys. Oh, here we go, look. So I'm going to hopefully keep connection with you. I'm going to take them up to Ark once we've got them all. That's how fresh they are, look. That's how fresh they are. They literally have just been laid 30 seconds ago. So let's take them in, being careful. Wow, she's dug a brilliant hole. But be careful, I don't want to damage any of them. They're good size. This is really exciting, guys. So now you're going to see, Andy will tomorrow tell me all the details. He might tell me tonight on their incubation times and whether we find out if they're fertile or not. We'll keep you involved. I've no idea how many there is. We'll find out very shortly. I'm going to put them, I know my guidance will be to put them in Ark, our hospital facility. Not try to incubate them until the guys get here. Let's have a look. Is that all of them? Yep, that's all of them. So let's see how many there is. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 15. So she's done, wow, she's a good girl. 15 eggs. Good evening, Rachel. We've no idea if they're fertile or not. There's no immediate rush. But what an amazing thing. I was just on my way around, just on a walk. Literally, I go to do this every night. Have a health check. Now I've got to get her back home. She's got her own tortoise house over there, look, with her family. So, hopefully, well, I'll definitely do a live hatching. I don't know how long it takes, but we'll do a live hatching. Well, I'll tell you what, can everybody share it? Just let's get everybody involved in this. This is quite a good find. Last year she tried Andy's explained to me last year she tried and she had 12. This year she's got 15. So that's a good thing. And there's plenty of nice secretions all over them. She's on her way back now. I'm going to make sure she's okay. Andy's advising me at the same time. So let me just explain to everybody. As I was just on my way around, I saw, you better see from the beginning of the video, I saw the actual tortoise who should be away because they always take themselves home to their, they've got a lovely heated little enclosure over there. It's underfloor heated. And that's right, Zena, within the hour. So if everybody will share this, let's get everybody involved in what we're doing. It's back to eggs again. It's not going to be a 36-hour saga, don't worry. We're going to wash her home. And we're going to follow what's going off now. So let's see her going home. She's still trying to bury her eggs, look. She still thinks she's there. I know it sounds a little sad, but we have no option but to do this. Quite simply, the ground's too cold. And it'll not warm up in any... So they just basically stand 0 chances. And we have to intercept. She's still trying. So let me see if I can discourage her. Or distract her. Come on, you. Let's get you. Let's get you home. Come on. Let's have your own. So she's a good old girl. And you've got something for you to follow. Thank you for sharing. Let's see everybody's sharing. And there's the eggs, look. There's the hole. And if you watch it from the beginning, you'll see. And she's laid 15 eggs for us. So thank you very much for sharing. She's still trying to bury the eggs. So it's a brilliant find. This is something that you will just never get the chance to see. A tortoise laying eggs live, and that's what she's just done. So we're now going to see if we can get her back into her bed. She's still going through the motions of trying to bury her eggs. So it's not too cold, so she's all right. But I don't want her to get too tired, so I'm going to encourage her to go back. And if she doesn't, then I'll carry her back, or I'll carry her at least a certain distance. What's that say there? Oh, brilliant. If you like the tortoises, then it's perfect for him. So let me just ask Andy, how old is this girl, Andy? Andy will come up and tell me. Thank you for watching. This is a brilliant live. We'll end up with 15 eggs hatched within the hour. No, don't be saying that. Let's have a look, see what's happening. We will just see. Andy will come up to her and tell me how old she is. Yeah, the ground's way too cold to leave her. It's not something we can do outside. Our tortoises are all kept. She's about 7 years old. We keep them all very, very natural as much as we can in a foreign country. And we will then just see exactly what she does. So you're part of something that we don't see often. And it was just a by chance. If we'd have forgot about it and left them overnight, the chances were nothing would happen, guaranteed. But there's the eggs she's just laid, and there's 15 of them. So, and they are all, they're really good. I'm not going to touch them too much because I don't want to handle them too much. But just to show you, I mean, she's quite rough with them. She knocks them about all over the place, but that doesn't mean we've got to. Right, I'm going to get her back home because she's trying. So you're now going to go on tortoise cam. So we let her do the hole and everything so she's got to go through the full ritual, which is what she's doing now. We have to let her go through the digging, otherwise she's going to keep the eggs inside her and the chances are they will go rotten and then turn toxic and all sorts can happen. So we let her go through the full ritual. She's totally finished laying because when I got here, I could see she was trying to cover them up, so she knows how many she's actually got inside her. Hi, Anthony. So that's one good thing. Way too cold in the UK for us to actually leave them on the ground. So I'm sorry that's happened. What happens? So mum becomes just, I mean, what you have to think about what they do in the wild, they would literally just lay them and then disappear. And that's what she would do now. This was just something I wanted to share with you guys. So don't worry about what's going to happen. The best thing that'll happen to them, Andy and Ben will sort out tomorrow. But nobody knows what's going off. It is just an exciting thing that we've had. So right, I'm going to carry on sharing it with you, but we're going to get her home. Right, so I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. You're going to watch me take her home. All right, let me just make sure you can see. Let me turn it around. Okay, right, so let's put you in a position so you can see us. Can you see her house? I can't carry her and the fork. Right, so don't try talking to me yet. She's gone through her ritual. Oh, come on, girl. So we're now going to get her home. Right, so let's fill you in what's just happened, everybody. On my way walking around doing a normal evening health check. This is their outside enclosure. Oh, that's me. And quite a big one. That's all right, no problem. Tortoise's head's popping out. Knew something could possibly happen, so started recording. Brought a container over. Saw this lovely hole. And then took them out for you. So, if you want to come with me, let's see what we've got to do. I've been given strict instructions what to do while I'm talking to you guys. So I've got to start jumping over fences and all sorts. Hopefully we don't lose any connection. This is quite exciting, isn't it? Evening news. Screaming parrots. She's the only one so far to lay this year for us. We don't usually get many laying anyway. Right, I'm going to take you through the park. And I've got to work my way through. I'm going to take some shortcuts. When you guys come here, don't be taking these shortcuts like I am. Keep being fit, that's it. Cheers, Nicola. Hope you got home all right. Right, it's just connected. It's going from one to another. Oh, you got two ermines. Very good. Right, yeah, don't worry. Good evening. Yeah. Properly soon. Right, I'm going to go in. You guys will just have to stay with me. Okay. So I'm going through Ark now. It's dark. All the security cameras will pick me up. Everybody's excited, yes? All the security cameras will pick me up. We'll have people phoning now in a minute, don't worry. Saying, Steve, there's somebody just walked into the Ark. So what we're going to do now is, you don't get any quieter as I come through here. We're going to leave these, let me just turn that on. Evening, guys. Right, so I need a nice warm tea towel. It's nice and warm in here, so that's all right. So we're going to put a nice, just damp, not swimming, just nice and damp, watch. So I'll get something nice and warm on it, then I'll wring it out. Now I'm just going to ask advice from our expert, because I'm a parrot man and a tiger man. I'm definitely not into these. Andrew, I gather you're watching. Are they better off being left like that, like they would be naturally, with a towel over them, or do they want to be laid out flat? You're seeing this live, guys, because I've never done this, and it's something interesting for even me to see. So I'm quite excited as well. So I'm just waiting for Andy to come back and tell me what's the best thing to do. This is nice and warm, so I'm getting a nice warm tea towel. Not swimming, I'm going to drain it out before he shouts at me. So let me just fill everybody in that's just connected up. Let me show you what's happening outside. As I was walking round, yeah, there's plenty of alarms going. Right, so we've got to leave them as they are and then put them in individual tubs tomorrow, that's okay. As I was walking round, I literally saw the tortoise popping her head out of the soil, and decided to do a quick live and show you, and it's actually ended up being a wonderful moment. As we saw, she just laid 15 eggs. So what we will do now, I brought them back to Ark. We've got a nice warm cloth here, which is what I'm doing now. Nice and damp, nice and warm. Want to make sure it's nice and well wet through, but then rinse it out, drain it out so it's not too wet. they're not going to the incubator until tomorrow, and that's when the temperature will start to rise. And obviously once they start to rise, we'll keep you informed of what's going off. We'll literally let you know everything that's happening. I'm just trying to get make sure I've got some warm water here. Have I turned the right one on? I don't know if I turned the right one on. Oh, I've just turned the right one on now, sorry. So good evening everybody. This is something quite amazing that you've seen there. The eggs, look, we've just found 15 eggs. And any of the kids that's watching, make sure you keep watching, because I'll get all the information off Andy tomorrow. And then once I've got the information, I will feed it back to you guys and I'll give you an update. And we'll get a couple of lives done over this weekend. So now you can see it's nice and hot, 'cause I've just burnt my hand. And no, I weren't going to swear then. Right, now I've got to rinse this out. Wring it out, not rinse it out. Just nice and moist. That's it. No, not too much water. I'm going to cover it over and then I'm going to ask Andy if that's the right thing what I've done. Don't want to actually damage anything. I'm not going to touch anything. I'm going to ask Andy. I'm not going to put it in the sunlight, so I don't want to start getting baking. Let me just ask Andy. Is that the right thing, Andy? Have I done the right thing? He'll tell me it's wrung out, it's not wet through, and it's warm. It is very exciting, Zena. It's a really interesting thing. It's something we've never actually experienced before from me. Obviously, the guys, and we've had youngsters before. It's not something... How long did it take to hatch? Let me just ask Andy. Andy, right, I'll keep the humidity in. Andy, how long does it take to hatch if they are fertile? Good evening, Jane. Good evening, everybody. And everybody says, and Jane says good evening, everyone. So I think she's talking to everybody, not just me. Can everybody say good evening to her? Get everybody talking. Andy's going to come back soon and tell us how long they take to hatch. That's outside here. Between 100 and 120 days. So around about 3 to 3.5 months. So where we're talking April, May, June, July, probably the end of July, beginning of August. So we're going to get plenty of lives in for then, aren't we? So that's what it's like here tonight at the park. Good evening, Joe. Right, I'm going to take you through. You can hear the parrots screaming. So that's them done. Thank you very much for joining us, because that's a really... Good evening, Roy. How are you? This is dark at night time. Look, this is everything's fast asleep. We have lights. I mean, that's the hospital area. Good evening, Carolyn. And then I'll come back through the mess room. Everything's turned down and turned off. And I'd set all the alarms off so I can sort them out afterwards. All the lights have just come on. Hello, Cindy. So, yes, it's quite exciting. It's something different. And I'm gonna let you stay down now. We'll see if anything else happens. You never know. Fingers crossed, we might end up with a few baby tortoises. Oh, listen to this lot. Right, good evening, Kylie. Is everybody all right? Right, so as we walk around here, I think you've been around this side before, haven't you? Very nice and connection. So here we go. You can see everything's really nice. We're losing connection. Good evening, Donna. Thank you all for joining us this lovely Thursday evening. Everything's just getting ready to go to sleep now, look. There's two, an Amazon and a cockatoo that love each other. Oh, the lemurs are going mad now. That's all right. I'm glad you actually enjoyed it. I'm going to leave you. I've been a bit of a coughing fit. I'll get Soph to draw a number out tomorrow. So, thanks for watching. Bit of a competition for a family ticket to come and see us this summer. How many eggs have I just collected? That's all you've got to do. How many eggs from the tortoises did I just collect? Just put it on. Thank you very much for watching. The connection's going to go now because I'm coming into a bad area. Take care all and have a good evening.